Hey KidsLife, and welcome to our series, Hebrews Heroes of Faith, where we take a look at some of the famous characters from the Old Testament. They were known as the great cloud of witnesses, and through their faith and obedience in God, they were able to achieve some amazing things in His name. Having faith is what makes God really happy, because it shows Him that we believe in Him and we trust Him, even when things don't quite make sense. Having faith and being strong can be hard sometimes, but the heroes of faith that we read about in Hebrews encourage us to keep following God so that we can overcome the struggles that we face. You guys ready to play a game? Let's go!
Sup Kids Life! Welcome back to another game. This week we are playing Cotton Bowl. See what I did there? So what you need for this game is a straw each, a bowl of cotton balls, and an empty bowl. So what you want to do is transfer the cotton balls from one bowl to the other as fast as possible using the straw. Are you ready, Kids Life? In 3, 2, 1, go! Good job, Kids Life. Did you have fun? Let's go check out what our friends are up to. Is this really necessary?
I'm surprised at you, Babs. Of course it's necessary.
Well, the smell is so bad.
Yeah, but we are heroes.
Yeah, and it's a missing cat.
A cat that needs our help.
It stinks.
Yes, correct.
It's the sewers.
Yes, also correct.
That's where you know what goes.
The unspeakable.
The unspeakable.
Yes, well, come on, we're all counting on you.
Me?
Go on.
I don't want to go in there.
Well, nobody really wants to go in there.
Why did you go?
Well, we all have a duty.
Duty.
We? You're trying to send me in there.
It's a universal we.
Universal way.
I don't want to go in there.
Well, somebody has to.
Well,
Why
you
not
go
you?
in. You go in there.
Me? Do you even know who I am?
I'm not doing it.
Well, neither am I.
Then we're agreed. Sorry, Cat.
I mean, they've got 9 lives, right?
Stop! Alright, I get you. We can get you some food after the kids are... KidsLife is here. Our KidsLife. Welcome to the KidsLife library. Woo! It appears that our heroes are in a bit of a smelly situation. Why don't we find out what happened to them after a story, Whee! Let's dive into the Word. Abraham is known as one of the most faithful men in the Bible. In Hebrews, it speaks of many things that Abraham did by faith. By faith, Abraham left his home to go to a land that God would show him. He did not know where he was going, but he knew God would lead him. God promised Abraham that he would make his name great, and that all the people of the earth would be blessed through him. God also promised Abraham he would give him and his wife Sarah a son. Abraham and Sarah waited a long time. For God wanted to make sure that after all these years, he was still the most important thing in Abraham's life. So God gave Abraham a test. Abraham, God called. Here I am, answered Abraham. Take your son Isaac, whom you love, and go to the land of Moriah. Take him up to the mountain and offer him as a sacrifice. A sacrifice was something of great value given to God. In the Old Testament, a sacrifice was usually an animal that was killed on the altar. This time, though, God was asking Abraham to sacrifice his son instead. With a heavy heart, Abraham got up early the next morning and loaded his donkey. When he had cut enough wood, they set out for the place that God had told him about. After 3 days of traveling, Abraham said to his servants, "Stay here with the donkey while the boy and I go over there." Isaac carried the wood, and Abraham carried the fire and the knife. As they walked together, Isaac said, "Father, the fire and wood are here, but where is the lamb for the burnt offering?" "God himself will provide the lamb for the burnt offering, my son." When they arrived at the place God had told them about, Abraham built an altar there and arranged the wood on it. He tied up his son, placed him on top of the altar. Then Abraham took the knife and was about to sacrifice him. But the angel of the Lord called to him from heaven, "Abraham! Abraham!" "Here I am," he replied. "Do not lay a hand on the boy," he said. "Now I know that you fear God. You are willing to give up your only son for me." Then Abraham looked up and saw a ram trapped in the bushes. He offered the ram to God, and he named that place, "The Lord Will Provide." Whee! The angel of the Lord spoke to Abraham again, saying, "Because you have done this, I will bless you, and I will make your descendants as many as the stars in the sky and the land on the seashore. Your enemies will be defeated, and all the nations of the earth will be blessed because you obeyed me." Woo, woo, woo!
I'll do it.
The dentist! No! It's too stinky down there.
Babs is right. The stench will kill you.
And yet you were fine sending me in there.
Be that as it may, one of us must do it. We cannot always pick the environment that we save people in, or the suffering we might endure. But why would they call us heroes of the faith unless we went into the places no man or woman wants to go? Farewell, friends.
The dentist!
A noble sacrifice. Go well, my friend. Abraham is known as one of the most faithful men in the Bible, and it was through his faith that he was willing to give up one of the things that was the most important to him. And because he remained faithful, God saved his son, Isaac. Abraham went on to become the father of many nations, just like God promised him. And just like Abraham, we can do some amazing things too, but it does require us to be faithful, even through some pretty big challenges. The good thing that we can always remember, though, is that God is always with us, even in those really hard challenges. Do you remember our memory verse from this series? It's Hebrews 11, verse 6. And without faith, it is impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to him must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who earnestly seek him. We hope you really enjoyed this week. We'll see you next week for episode 4.